Please excuse the animal noises. I'm in a farm in the jungle in Belize, so that's kind of unavoidable. But this poem is called Closing Circles. Sometimes I imagine that every new opportunity that we begin is the start of a pencil line drawing of a circle on watercolour paper. It's kind of rougher than regular paper. It's harder to keep that line perfect. Through our lives, we have circles, big and small, finished and unfinished. Some have been erased from our memory and drawn over with biro circles of more permanence. But you see, the unfinished circles, the ones that don't get closed, they're the ones that hurt us. I start this year by closing those that should have been closed only God knows how many epochs ago. And I sharpen my pencil for the potential of circles of intention, rather than those drawn careless and accidental. All the circles before they become influential as they build the sphere of the me standing here and all the me's that are to come. See, 2015 was for coming undone, but this year is for becoming one with all I hope that I can become. At the end of 2014, I broke the lead in the only pencil I had, and that circle remained forever unfinished. And the gap that couldn't be joined remained the underdoor draft that shook the rafters, made me dafter, added this tinny bitterness to my laughter. I was a disaster. And I was trying to master the aftermath of my eyes shut in the dark. On blotting paper stood this watermark that soaked through every single page. My circles became disengaged as I stared outraged at the arc I wasn't courageous enough to close. Heaven only knows why I couldn't use another pencil, but I just couldn't. And all that broken lead from my pencil sat deep in the pit of my gut, knowing that the next year would never be enough to shake all the trust I could no longer muster. I'm on a carousel, screaming to go faster just so I can feel something more than despair. I am so aware that my nerve endings were shared with those around me as they held me to stop me from drowning. You see, they gave me pencils, paper, blood, sweat and ink erasers, chasers of whiskey, chasers of rum, chasers of men and bullets from my own gun. I found that I had run. But the world was running too. People gave me their hearts, ears and kindness, and I never gave them a clue. How could I draw more circles when all my circles are through? Half-assed arcs lark at the back, stark as a reminder of hard times and smart times and our times. This past year, I rode a horse up a fucking volcano and that didn't even make me happy. 2016. Well, this is the year, isn't it? This is the year that I will have no more pencils in my bow firing arrows of uncertainty that keep hurting me. You see, I always knew it was flirting with me, but whirling insecurity stops you from concurring. And now our stomachs are churning as we try out learning on the blackboards of each other's skin. This time, someone is listening. And it's finally me. And it's finally him. You see, sometimes words evade me, escape me, masquerade me and delay me. They fail me, tail me, derail and impale me. But his fingertips, they read the braille me as I exhale me and he inhales. Fairy tales, sing like a nightingale as you puke over the guardrail at the clichéness of our codependence. I didn't need to finish my circles with pencils. I just needed to sharpen the last. And he stands palms up with the tools to the task, the ones that I need. And I bleed out all that's defenseless as I bow to his acceptance. This boy, this year, this one, makes me phosphorescent. Before, I thought I was rebellious, but baby, call this my transcendence and watch me storm these stages with a vengeance as I hold my circles up momentous. I hold this year to its intentions. I hold myself up for repentance and I hold this big fucking world with one little sentence.